Think of a memory from your childhood, a birthday, a holiday, a moment that made you who you are. You can see it clearly, can't you? The colors, the faces, maybe even what you were wearing. Now, what if I told you that memory might never have happened? Not distorted, not exaggerated, completely fabricated. And the most disturbing part, your brain has absolutely no idea. In 1995, a psychologist named Elizabeth Loftus ran an experiment that changed everything we thought we knew about memory. She convinced people they had been lost in a shopping mall as children. She gave them fake details, a fake story, a fake past, and a quarter of them believed it completely. They didn't just accept the story, they remembered it vividly, emotionally, as if it had actually happened to them. Welcome to Hidden Human, where the most unsettling discoveries aren't out there in the dark, they're inside you. Memory is not a recording. Most people think of memory like a video camera. You experience something, the brain records it. You play it back later, clean, accurate, unchanged. That model is completely wrong. Modern neuroscience has revealed something far stranger. Memory is not stored in one place. A single memory, say your last birthday, is actually scattered across dozens of different regions of your brain simultaneously. The image of the room lives in your visual cortex. The sound of people singing lives in your auditory cortex. The feeling of happiness lives in your limbic system. And sitting at the center of all of it, like an air traffic controller, is your hippocampus. Its job is to pull all those scattered pieces together every single time you remember something. But here's the problem. Every time it does that, it makes mistakes. Each recall is a reconstruction, not a playback. And reconstructions can be corrupted by your current mood, by new information, by what other people tell you, by what you desperately want to be true. The Lost in the Mall experiment. Back to Elizabeth Loftus. Her 1995 experiment was simple but devastating. She took real participants and gave them a booklet containing 4 childhood memories, 3 real ones provided by their family, and 1 completely invented story about being lost in a shopping mall as a child. The fake story included specific details. A kind elderly stranger who helped them, being reunited with their worried family. None of it ever happened. Participants were asked to recall and elaborate on each memory over several sessions. By the end of the study, around 25% had not only accepted the false memory, they had expanded it, added details, added emotions, added sensory information that was never in the original fake story. Their brains hadn't just accepted a lie, their brains had decorated it. Loftus went further. In later experiments, she implanted false memories of being attacked by a vicious animal, of witnessing a violent crime, of a serious medical procedure that never happened. Each time, a significant portion of participants not only believed the false memory, they felt it. The fear, the pain, the shame, fully formed emotional responses to events that had never occurred. Why your brain does this. So why does this happen? Why would a brain that evolved over millions of years be this easy to fool? The answer comes down to how memory actually works at the neural level. Research published in Nature Communications revealed something remarkable. When you try to recall a memory, the hippocampus reactivates it. But misinformation you've encountered since the original event competes directly with the original memory inside the hippocampus. 2 versions of the same event, fighting for dominance. And here's the terrifying part. The brain doesn't always pick the real one. When a false memory wins that competition, your prefrontal cortex steps in to resolve the conflict. But it resolves it based on what feels most coherent, most consistent, most emotionally believable, not what actually happened. Truth loses to a good story. every single time. MIT researchers took this even further. They successfully planted entirely false memories in the brains of mice using a technique called optogenetics, directly activating specific memory cells with light. The mice developed fear responses to places they had never been and experiences they had never had. And the neural signature of those false memories, identical to the neural signature of real ones. The brain cannot tell the difference from the inside. It's already happened to you. Here's where this gets personal. This isn't just happening in laboratories. It's happening to you right now, all the time. Every time you retell a story, your brain subtly edits it. Every time someone corrects a detail from your past, your brain silently updates the file. Every time you watch a video, look at an old photo, or hear someone else's version of a shared event, your memory shifts. Research shows that people who are shown doctored photographs of childhood events they never experienced begin to remember those events within minutes. And the more they think about the fake photo, the richer and more detailed the false memory becomes. You don't need a laboratory. You don't need a scientist. You just need a photograph, a repeated suggestion, and a little time. Think about that the next time you scroll through old photos. Think about that the next time someone says, "Remember when we?" Your memory is being rewritten constantly. The real-world consequences. This isn't just fascinating, it's dangerous. False memories have sent innocent people to prison. The Innocence Project, a legal organization that uses DNA evidence to overturn wrongful convictions, has found that in over 30% of cases where someone was exonerated by DNA evidence, eyewitness testimony was the primary reason for the original conviction. People didn't lie in court. They remembered completely, confidently, incorrectly. Elizabeth Loftus spent decades testifying as an expert witness in criminal trials, arguing that eyewitness memory is far less reliable than juries believe. She was attacked, ridiculed, threatened, because people do not want to believe that their memories are not real. The emotional certainty of a memory feels like proof. It isn't. What scientists still can't explain. Here's what science still cannot fully answer. If false and real memories are neurologically identical, if the brain produces the same electrical signals, the same emotional responses, the same certainty for both, then how do you know which of your memories are real? You don't. There is currently no reliable way for a person or a scientist to look at a memory from the inside and know with certainty whether it happened. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania found that electrical signals in the hippocampus differ slightly between true and false memories, but only moments before recall, not during, not after. A fleeting signal, gone before you even know it was there. Everything you believe about your past. Every argument you've won because you were certain you remembered correctly. Every version of yourself you've built from the stories you tell about your own life. All of it is a reconstruction, assembled fresh, every single time you remember. Memory was never a recording. It was always a story, and like every story, it changes every time it's told. The question isn't whether your memories are perfect. They aren't. The question is, which parts of who you are were built on something that never happened? That question doesn't have an answer yet, and maybe that's the most human thing about us. Subscribe, because we're just getting started.